Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I'm Tim Stenevec. Let's take a look at some stocks that are on the move today. Isabel Lee is Bloomberg News cross-asset reporter. Isabel, you got a lot to choose from today. We should start with the dating app, I think.
The dating app. It's down by 7%. So Bumble shares fell after JPMorgan downgraded the stock to underweight from neutral. We have analyst Cory Carpenter saying that shares may have rallied some 50% since Donald Trump's Liberation Day tariff announcement. But he's still struggling to justify the price target given expectation for revenue and payer declines to accelerate. And he also adds that online dating category remains challenged with Gen Z product fit issues. So I don't know what the Gen Zs are doing these days.
I thought you were Gen Z. I thought you were Gen Z. I was going to ask you what the deal is. What does it mean that it's not a product category fit? By the way, we're talking about Bumble. BMBL is the ticker. BMBL. This is Cory Carpenter over at JPMorgan. I was looking at this one as well today. So Cory Carpenter says, quote, online dating category remains challenged with Gen Z product market fit issues. Does that mean that the youngs don't use the apps? I thought you were one of the youngs. I don't know.
No, I'm a millennial.
Same.
Or
guilty as charged.
There are just more apps. Every time, I mean, Hinge is one of the most famous. Tinder used to be old school, but now I hear a lot of other apps that I haven't heard before. So I think it could be that.
Okay, so maybe they're still using apps, but they're not necessarily using Bumble.
Or maybe, I mean, you know how every time I look at a Gen Z person, I'm like, that's what I wore when I was in high school. Maybe they're returning to meeting in person, meet cutes. Maybe.
You know, I'm only speaking anecdotally here. One of my friends who uses one of these apps has complained to me. And look, he's he's not Gen Z, he's millennial, but the apps only work. The apps, the incentive for the app is you meet somebody and you get off the app, you're done, right?
Yes.
So that inherently isn't necessarily aligned with a company that wants to keep customers, right?
That's exactly right. There's an app ad actually that says it's the app that is designed to be deleted. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Guess I haven't seen that one. There is that. Yeah. Okay. So Bumble shares. That was a stock on the move today. Moving into a bigger category, a retailer. We heard some commentary from the CEO today.
Yes, this is Dollar General, and it's jumped to the most on record, and that's after raising their annual guidance, which is really helped by luring more higher income shoppers looking for deals. So the discount chain said it also expects to really mitigate a significant amount of tariffs currently in place. So shares of Dollar General, which is DG, surged at a record on Tuesday, gaining 16%, and the stock has jumped 48% this year. So this is really interesting because we know that Dollar General's low-income shoppers have been really feeling the squeeze of inflation. We have the CEO earlier this year warning that they're skimping on necessities. So this is great news for the company. We have same-store sales gaining up to 2.5% this fiscal year, which is higher than their previous forecast.
So I thought the commentary from Todd Vastos, the CEO, was really interesting. He said, quote, our core customer remains financially constrained, but what they're also seeing is that more middle and high income consumers are trading down. It's a sign that even wealthier shoppers are looking for deals amid weakening sentiment. So,
which could be a recessionary indicator, because why will you go to Dollar General if you have discretionary budget, Yeah,
I think that's a really good point. I mean, we heard from some of the bigger retailers earlier this year or like last month, right? Target, Walmart, and others.
Yes.
Target got hit pretty hard. There were a few reasons, but I'm wondering if some of those customers are, instead of shopping at Target, maybe they're going to Dollar General.
Exactly. And the same store sales is also interesting because that's not really the trend that we're seeing now. So keep an eye out on Dollar General. Oh my gosh, maybe you and I should visit Dollar General too.
Yeah, I don't know if there are any in the New York City areas.
Yes,
I've been to a few Dollar Generals.
That's what I haven't been to.
You've never been
because you've been in the city.
Yeah, you've stayed in the city. Yeah. They're all over the country. In some places, they're like the only place you can actually get a lot of goods. I've been to parts of Texas where a Dollar General was like the only store you could go to. Another dollar store as well. Yeah, there are communities that are like that, as we've seen. People migrate out of certain areas.
And not everything is $1 there.
That is a very good point. There's also this survey that Dollar General shared. 25% of the retailer's customers have less income than last year.
Yes.
So that's certainly, I think, something to keep an eye on. Should we go social media?
So this is Pinterest. Shares edge higher by around 4%. So JPMorgan raised their rating to overweight from neutral. We have analyst Doug Anmuth saying that diversification of its ad platform is supporting further revenue. So Pinterest is also driving solid growth. We have 85% of its monthly active users coming directly to the mobile app. And do you know I still use Pinterest on my desktop?
What do you use it for?
I actually haven't visited it in a while. When I was in college, I'd use it for desktop when you look at room inspirations or party inspirations, but I haven't been to in a while. And I actually don't have the app, but I will download the app when I get home. Maybe it's also, but maybe I shouldn't because I'm going to be addicted to more and more apps.
Who knows?
Do you have it?
I don't. We use Pinterest a little bit when planning our wedding, and that's
exactly.
It.
It's wedding or
that was
homes.
That was a long time ago. Yeah, there was definitely not an app then that we were using.
Yeah, so price target has been raised to 40 from 35. So good news from Pinterest. I mean, honestly, there's just so many things online that it's easy to be addicted to your phone.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.